What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Flex podcast from the Action Network and Fantasy Labs. I am your host, Chris Raybon. We're here for NFL Week 12 DFS. We're going to build cash lineups for Fanduel and DK. I will be joined by one of the most accurate fantasy rankers in the game, Sean Koerner. Momentarily, quick reminder, all of our fantasy football content, DFS models available right now over on fantasylabs.com. Fantasy Labs NFL includes in-season rankings, waiver wire tips, our DFS models, and much, much more. You will find, again, specific DFS tools that you can use each and every week that we use while we're making our lineups. Be sure to use code FLEX20 for $20 off right now at fantasylabs.com/flex. Koerner, what's going on? How you feeling heading into week 12?
Just continuing to grind as always. But last week I got to step out and go see Tame Impala, one of the best concerts I've been to. So that was a nice reset for me, getting out. And I was starting to I thought it was like October. I completely forgot that Thanksgiving's coming up. So it was good to kind of get out, experience life a bit. But back to the grind now.
Yeah, I honestly don't know who that is. Don't know who that is.
Oh, come on. You do. If I played you a song... you know who they are. If I played you a song, you're like, oh, that's Tame Impala. But yeah, had a great time across the street from SoFi at the Forum. But cool. Yeah, it was a blast.
Have you been to Intuit yet, by the way?
No, so I was down the street and traffic was insane. That was the game. It was Nuggets Clippers where Jokic dropped 55. So it was packed. But I was saying I got to go to a Clipper game. So we got to go check it out. Have you been there?
No, I haven't. We got to check it out. I saw it. They got the outside, you can shoot hoops and stuff, and they got these virtual backboards and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
dope.
It looked awesome. I don't know why I haven't been there yet. It's been there for 2 years now. But yeah, but meaning to go. We got to go check out a game.
All right, we're gonna get into our Draftkings lineup. Let's start. We'll start at Draftkings. We'll go back and forth. Koerner, you can start us off.
Yeah, so let's just kick it off. Quarterback Jacoby Brissett is 5,300. That's way too cheap. I just think he's an excellent play in general, and 5,300 for cash. Sign me up.
Yeah, he is my QB8 so in the week. Trevor Lawrence QB9, but I feel a lot better about the floor for Brissett because he's multiple touchdowns every start, I believe. Yeah, every start.
Yeah.
452 yards last week. The yardage has been there, so I like him in this matchup. All right, let's go defense early just because I think we can kind of punt it and then kind of pay up later if we have extra salary. But we can punt defense with the Saints at 2,500 going against the Drake London-less Michael Penix-less Falcons coming off a bye. So yeah, I'm not opposed to playing the Saints in a divisional matchup here. Just given how bad the Falcons have looked without London and how bad Cousins talk about mall Santas, so they can get some sacks.
He is it is that time of year, so it's convenient that he's taken over. But yeah, he is the mall Santa. Can't move outside the pocket no matter what. So yeah, I like that just because they're so cheap, but. When you're talking about paying up, are you talking about the Seahawks at 4K as your top defense, or
probably Lions at 37? I don't think you need to go up to 40 because you can go Ravens at 39 against the Jets, but why not just go Lions as long as it's Winston instead of Dart? Lions at 37 should be fine. You can also go Browns at 2,900.
Browns at 29.
Yeah, they're just on the road, so I was like, we might as well just save the extra 400 with the Saints, but that's fine.
Defense I think just defense is such a crapshoot that anytime you can save money there, it makes sense. And yeah, I'm down for the Saints against Cousins, especially in New Orleans. And then if we have extra cash, we can pivot up. It's a lot easier to do that, I think, starting with a cheaper defense.
Yeah, no one needs to go to the Seahawks, I don't think, just because the Titans, first of all, looked a little better. And second of all, you got home defenses like the Ravens and Lions, a few $100 cheaper. So Seahawks weren't on my list this week, but where are you going next? We got a cheap quarterback and a cheap defense.
Yeah, so, Emmanuel Wilson would stick out like a sore thumb at 5,300 if Josh Jacobs is out, but too early in the week to lock him in. So I'll pass on that. Maybe you can have the honors of doing that. But Bijan is 8,500 on DK. I think he's sticking out. We just used the Saints defense. I'm okay using him against the Saints defense. Do you think he's too good to pass up at 8,500 or there's some Gibbs? Do you think it's pretty close between Him and someone like Gibbs.
Yeah, I think I think like Henry, Gibbs, Bijan, probably even Barkley. Maybe not after that Genty game, but I do think there's a bunch of options. So like I don't think he's a must play, but I'm fine. Like I think he is one of the best values, so I'm fine going with it.
With Bijan?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with him because there's a cheap guy at wide receiver I'm gonna use. Spoiler alert. So I think we'll have some cash to spend.
All right, so Bijan at 8,500. So that gives us 5,600 for running back, 3 wide receivers, tight end, and flex. Let's go. See, wide receiver. I think I know which wide receiver you're going to use.
Yeah. Luther Burden. I mean, I don't have to hide it. Yeah, Luther Burden at 3,600. Okay. I think that's the cheapest receiver I would consider at in cash games.
I wonder if we're going to get to JSN again.
I think so. I think we could.
I mean, if you're going to use Luther Burden, probably, yeah. But let's see. So that eliminates Mooney because we got Bijan. So that we're not using Mooney no matter what. Let's go. And then DK, we don't know if his quarterback's healthy. Trey Tucker, I don't want to mess with against the Browns. So let's go with. Is P-Ron going to be. Well, P-Ron's probably not going to be back this week, right?
Yeah, well, it's too early to say, but they had the bye week, so he did have a week to heal up. It was a high ankle sprain, so he's probably out 1 or 2 more weeks. It just depends on his recovery timeline.
That's a tough matchup anyway, though.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's going to be between Watson and Dobbs, so we have 2 cheap receivers, I think. But maybe because we go Wandale every week. I feel like he's like DraftKings. He's like okay, but he's never he only had 7.6 last week. But I still kind of like him at 5,500. Any thoughts on that? Like Wandale, Devontae and Wandale, and then
I'm always down for Wandale, especially on DK. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
But we could get Watson at 46. That's the other thing. He had 80% routes run rate last week.
Yeah, not really a cash guy.
Cash play.
Lately he is. Yeah, just given, again, his usage has been pretty stable. Like, I think he does have a higher floor than usual.
You know what? I'm just going to go with, because if you're going to go Burden, I'm going to we'll leave receiver. I'm going to go with Mark Andrews at 3,800 at tight end.
Nice.
So, yeah. So we'll just do that.
And
then we can always pivot up to McBride if we just can't find another, if we can't find receivers that take up the price. But I think we're going to need some salary for running back, just at least early in the week, just because everyone's out. I mean, everyone's up in the air, so we probably want to go expensive. So I'm going to go cheap at tight end, and we can always upgrade. But Andrews has been a little more consistent lately. The Jets have not been good against tight end. So let's go Andrews at 3,800, and that gives you. I mean, I don't even know if you need. Well, after Burden, we'll have just. I'm
locking in Burden now just so we can see what we're dealing with. But Burden at 3,600. What do we got? 6,600.
65. 65, 75.
We'll go to town. Spend up.
Oof. I mean, I might still not go JSN just because I think we can get like a bunch of high end, but not like because we like Amon-Ra, we like Rashee Rice. Who else is in that? Higgins.
Not Justin Jefferson, though.
Not Justin Jefferson, but we got Higgins. We got So and then at running back we needed the salary, so I'm gonna go Travion 6,700. I mean, we like him even if Ramondre comes back at that price, probably, right? Sheesh. Taylor, I don't think we need at 10K though, so that's good. I'll go Rashee Rice at 7,700, and then we'll see if we want to keep going like with those kind of mid-range high-end guys, or we want to go all the way up. But Rice against the Colts should be in a good spot. He had his worst game last week, and it was still like essentially 10 DraftKings points. Bird and Rice, that gives us 6,200 for wide receiver, running back, flex.
Yeah, I like Rice is sticking out. Amon-Ra is sticking out a ton too. 8K.
Yeah, we don't need JSN this week, actually, or Taylor. I mean, I say that now, but no, price-wise, we don't. Price-wise, we don't need them this week.
Yeah, so Michael Wilson's probably going to be pretty chalky. He's 4,800. I'm projecting Marvin Harrison Jr. back, and I'm still showing value on Wilson. I'm not saying we need to go with him, but are you showing value on him at 4,800? I just thought they would kind of price him up this week after after last week, but
I mean, I would still go probably Mooney, Dobbs, or Watson over Wilson, just because he's kind of just been that riskiest, like with the least upside in the past. Now, Brissett obviously helps him a lot, but I would still go with one of those guys just because I think it's like they're more likely to just be a bigger part of the offense. And then Pierce is 5K. So he's kind of he's in a glut of guys for me.
I was just curious that they didn't jack his price up. That would be nice if they could jack his price up, and his ownership would be too high. But he seems appropriately priced. Now if Harrison's out, that changes things obviously. But Devontae Smith at 5,600 looks good. Do you want to go do you like Smith at 5,600, and we'll see if we could spend up in the flex? I don't want to force our hand too much. But
I don't think it's necessary because
necessary for what to
Smith. I'd rather go maybe one more expensive running back and receiver, and then see who we can get cheap in the flex. I think because
let me go Amon-Ra. Let me go Amon-Ra and kind of go from there. 5,300 for running back and flex.
Okay, so running back. Let's see, ETN 5,900. We would like him even if Tootin does suit up, so he's interesting. But Wilson, ? Hunt, ?
For GPPs, Kadarius Hodge at 3K would be fun.
Yep.
Not for cash, obviously, but for GPPs, I think he's going to be sneaky.
He's been better with Cousins, too.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Even more reason to kind of take a flyer on him. And I don't think his rostership will be high at all.
No.
What's up?
No. How do we feel about Koerner now that the bye passed, in the trade deadline pass? Because he was back into a major role.
Oh yeah, and Shuck's checking it down more. Yeah, Shuck is checking it down more to Koerner. Love it. I was thinking about him, and just given the uncertainty, if Josh Jacobs is out, obviously you're going with Emmanuel Wilson, but just with the uncertainty, I think Koerner at 5,500. Solid player right now.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. Because I would. Gainwell, if Warren is out, would be 5,500. You could get Wilson at 5,300, and then Hunt at 5,100. All those guys might be their RB1, and even technically maybe Zonovan Knight at 4,900. And then you have the Kenneth Walker against the Titans at 50. Ton of options in that range. So let's lock in Koerner now, and then if we need to pivot. You still have 5,100, so you probably have to lock in either another one of those guys or a receiver in that range. But we have 5,100 for the flex.
5,100. So, I actually have. Let me see. Let me double check this. At 5,100, I have Travis Kelce as the highest projection for guys. Price that range, but tight ends are.
So would you? The floor, though, right? Would you have his floor higher than I guess it still comes down to him. What Dobbs, Tucker? What about? Well, Tucker is. the matchup is tough. Oh, Pierce. I think I have Pierce as the highest. Honestly, which is crazy.
I think. In that same game, I think that Pierce is that. Let me look at the weather real quick. It doesn't matter, but I think Pierce.
My wide receiver 27.
Yeah. No, I think that he has a high enough floor these days where we can trust him. In cash, so, but between him and Kelce, I think it's pretty close.
Kelce's way over though, because Kelce's I still got Kelce 2 points higher. So I'm fine if you want to go.
Kelce has a high floor.
Yeah,
usually tight ends you're right. Even if they're kind of projected a little bit higher than a wide receiver, running back, tight ends can be more volatile. But someone like Kelce, especially in a game like this, I think that is pretty safe floor. So I don't think it's out of question to kind of use a tight end flex. I love Andrews at 3,800. I don't think we need to mess with that. I think Kelce here or Pierce would make sense. So let's go with Kelce though.
Yeah, I would probably go Hunt if Pacheco's without over both of them, just because he would be locked in. I think he had 100% of the backfield work, but let's go Kelce right now, and then he is 5K, so that would be 100 left over, and we'd have Brissett at 5,300, Bijan Robinson 8,500. With Kamara in the backfield at 5,500, Rashee. Oh, we got Rashee Rice. Does that change that doesn't change your Kelce thing at all? We could also go down from Rashee Rice to somebody else.
No, I like Rice a lot.
Higgins or somebody.
I like Rice a lot at that price point. I think, like, if anything, just going with Pierce there makes sense. Then you have Rice and Pierce and what could be like a shootout. I mean, it's a cash game, but you kind of lock in kind of every game script really by having both guys. So yeah, I think they're good point. I think Rice makes more sense, just given we have Rice.
Okay, but we'll leave. I think we'll leave Kelsey for now.
Okay.
Just because
it does raise your floor a bit having both. We don't want a Tyquan Thornton 80-yard touchdown, that's for sure.
Yeah. Or do we just go Hunt and just say fuck it and just go with the Hunt? No, because then we just have Rice Hunt. So yeah. I'm trying to think if I should just get off of Rice Higgins. How sure are we that he's going to be the number one this week? Because what would you say the chase chances of being overturned?
Oh, who knows? We can't be making those kind of calls this early in the week. I have no clue. I think
because we got. I know what you mean about the Devontae, AJ, but because they're both under 6K, but that seems like even more of a risk. So I'm thinking it's either Higgins, Pickens. Yeah, those would be the two we could pay less for. Like if we got off
Rice. I don't think we need it. I love the Rice call. I just think it's a great spot for him.
What about?
I think it's really just the flex, like you said, like Hunt. You would be doubling up on Chiefs. I think like Pierce, probably the way I would go this early in the week. But if you're listening, obviously you're gonna have way more info come Sunday morning. So please pivot off of these things where you have more clarity. But I think this is a solid Tuesday lineup.
So I'm also looking if we'd have 5,100. So I'm just trying to see like who's there would be if we went from Bijan to Gibbs, that would leave us with two. Yeah, all right, fine. I'm just gonna leave it for now. But yeah, I think I think ideally I might end up I would probably switch if it was Hunt. I would probably switch to Hunt and then try to get maybe like a CeeDee Lamb instead of Amon-Ra or somebody like that if I needed the extra salary or whatever. But yeah, and then Tucker's still kind of an option. Like he's still a high projected receiver, like as like the top target. It's just the Raiders are so fucking bad. All right. So we're going to lock in Kelsey here. So we got, Brissett, Kelsey, Bijan, Kamara, Rice, Burden, Amon-Ra, Andrews, the Saints, and then Kelsey. The pivots would be Kareem Hunt or somebody cheaper at running back from Kamara, maybe a Wilson if he goes. And then I think from Rice, you could go to maybe T. Higgins if Chase is out or maybe Amon-Ra to Lamb that you'd save 100. So there's a lot of options. And then there's always like the like Watson, Dobbs, Wandale kind of wide receivers if you want to pay up more at running back as well. All right. We'll get to FanDuel, but it's that time of year. We have the best deal on Action Pro as part of our Black Friday pre-sale. It's live right now. Sign up for $40 off an annual subscription, which is our biggest sale of the year. Action Pro users get real-time alerts as soon as experts like Koerner, Nick Giffen, Stuckey, and myself track picks in the app. Without Action Pro, you'll need to wait 30 minutes to get alerts and risk not getting the best of the number. You'll also get real-time money percentages to see where the smart money is flowing and access to our NFL player prop projections powered by Koerner. The best deal of the year runs through Sunday. Just go to actionnetwork.com/pro to sign up for $40 off an annual subscription. Alrighty, let's go to FanDuel. And I'll start us off here. Let's see, what's Brissett here? Might have to start with him again. Because I know there are some more like cheaper quarterbacks, but Brissett is 7,300. So yeah, we're gonna go with him again. We're gonna go with him again to make it simple. So Brissett 7,300. Because I like May at 84, Mahomes 8,100. Those aren't bad, but we have some outdoor guys versus Brissett in pretty tractable roof stadium. Got to roll with him. So that gives 65.87 per player. Haven't chosen defense yet, obviously.
Yeah, I'll look at defense.
Now the Saints at 32, the Raiders at 37, Ravens are priced up to 46, the Lions are priced up to 47, and the Browns are 5K, I believe. Or where are the Browns? Oh no, the Browns are 44. So yeah, I mean, I would probably just pay up for the Ravens if I was going Browns, but I guess the Browns are an option, but probably just locking the Saints again, no? Or the Raiders.
All right. Yeah, like I think Raiders stick out, Saints stick out. It's definitely a week to kind of pay down at FanDuel. We could start with the Saints again, and if we need or if we have some extra cash, we can upgrade. But I don't mind starting with the Saints again here.
All right, I'm gonna go with Darnell Mooney at 5,900. You could pivot to Wandale or Trey Tucker, who just kind of check our rankings. Both of those guys could be a little higher, but I'm gonna go Mooney right now. I think he's probably gonna be the chalk, just because he is with London ruled out and Cousins back in. So yeah, I'm gonna go with him for now. But check our rankings; they'll be updated in the models over at fantasylabs.com. That gives us, with the Saints and Mooney, now we have 72, 66.
Ooh.
2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, tight end, flex.
I actually think Alvin Kamara is cheaper on FanDuel. Like, he sticks out a little bit more. I do realize it's half PPR, but he hasn't been that much of a PPR machine anyway. But Kamara at 6,100, I'm gonna lock him in FanDuel as well.
All right, that gives us 7,500 per player. Bijan is 9,600 here, so a little more expensive. Probably don't want him. T. Higgins is only 7,500. I mean, that might be safe enough to even go, even if he's the number 2, right?
Oh wow, yeah. Let me see.
That's because he's only 300 more than Devontae.
Fuck is he? 7,500. Yeah, and he is kind of more of a FanDuel player.
Yeah,
downfield touchdown type catches. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at tight end before I lock him in just to see. So Kelsey's 6K. That's good price for him. Andrews 57. Ooh, so I guess Kelsey's kind of in that magic range here on FanDuel because we don't want to go lower unless it's Andrews, and he's only 300 lower, which he was like 1,300 lower on FanDuel. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna lock in Kelsey here too.
Nice.
6K. So I'll let you kind of figure out how we.
Maybe we have the same exact team as Draftkings.
We don't have Mooney's, but yeah.
Oh.
So we have 78, 75 now for running back, 2 wide receivers, and a flex.
Yeah, wide receiver. There's just a lot of I love Burden here. I'll just stick with DK for Burden, but I love Burden at 4,700 on FanDuel as well. But more of a DK guy, in my opinion. Wandale sticks out again.
Isaiah Hodgins. Isn't he in price? He called, he was the lead receiver. That's the only reason why I'm like, maybe not Wandale. I don't know how it's going to shake out this week with if Jameis gets another start.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is we don't know who the quarterback's going to be.
4,900. Sorry. So yeah, Burden still would be cheap, better play, I think, regardless.
Yeah, let's do it. This is the first time we've had Luther Burden coming off a more routes than Zacchaeus game, so I want to be ahead of this.
All right.
We should have plenty of moulash.
4,700. Sorry.
Wow.
So that's 89.33. Okay, that is gonna put JSN in our lineup. That's 9,800.
Yep, love it.
So that now brings us back to still 8,500 for running back flex. You got pretty much a choice of anybody.
I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs at 9,100. We have everybody in this Falcons Saints game. We can't take Bijan. I do like him at 9,600, but I like Gibbs at 9,100. I don't think we need to spend up to get Taylor, so let's go with Gibbs.
All right. Yeah, because we don't have a Monra on this one, so yeah.
Yep.
Gibbs makes sense. All right.
And they're trying to get him to break Barry Sanders' touchdown record, I think. Like, they've been kind of opting to give him a little bit more goal line work. So that could come into play down the stretch here.
All right. So we might end up being able to pay up for the Raiders at 70 at 37 so we have 79 right now, so I could so let me see if I can get 500 with 7,400 Bowers, Genty, Metcalf, Brees. Maybe not.
Is there something at 7,900 that you like? Like, I guess it would be you could get like Judkins would be like.
I would probably go Henderson over Judkins. No, at 75.
Oh yeah, at 70.
Or Higgins.
Yeah. So
Henderson, I think. Let me see. Even with Ramondre back, I would have Henderson. Let's see.
Yeah, we could lock him in and just it's only upside because Ramondre could be out.
Yeah. Wait, yep. Yeah, Henderson, definitely Henderson, but a lot over Higgins.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll lock him in now, and then we have 400 left. So do we want to? Let's see if we can save it. We don't need to. We could. Well, we don't need to save any to get from Saints to Raiders, right? Like we could. Yeah, I think we stick with the Saints at 3,200.
Yeah, because that would. We would have to shuffle things around. Nah, I think we're good. I think the way pricing set up, it's a good week to kind of go cheap on defense and just catch lightning in a bottle. If you get a few points, oh well. But yeah, I don't mind the Saints going against the Mall Santa himself this week.
Yeah, and you could always, you could always go to Andrews at 5,700, but I think Kelsey compared to that, like just 300 more, makes more sense. So I'm going to leave him. So we'll go Brissett at 7,300, Gibbs at 9,100, Kamara at 6,100. Then our flex is Travion Henderson at 7,500. We like him even if Ramondre suits up. So I think he's kind of in a good, but obviously you could save on that by going to like a Wilson or Gainwell, Hunt, whoever starter misses, that would save you about anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200. So that's an option there. And then wide receiver JSN 9,800, Burden 4,700, and Mooney 5,900. So that is, you could also just go down from JSN to like one of those other studs at a lot cheaper, but I don't know if you need it. So I'm going to leave him in there. And then Kelsey at tight end, you can go down to Andrews. I wouldn't mind it, but I think Kelsey's a great price here. Saints defense, 3,200. You could go up to the Raiders if you can afford it. And I mentioned, Henderson in the flex. That leaves us with $400 remaining. So definitely some options. Check our projections on Fantasy Labs later in the week for updates and things, how you can pivot. But for right now, that's who we'll roll with. That's going to do it. Week 12 DFS here on the Fantasy Flex. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode all season long. We have our waiver episode out now. We have our player projections episode out now. And over on the Action Network podcast channel, tomorrow we'll have our touchdown show with our guy Joe Gallant. You can find Sean on X at @_oddsmaker. I'm at Chris Raybon. Also follow Playbook on X. And for all of our fantasy projections, use the Fantasy Labs app or fantasylabs.com, code FLEX20 for 20 off. Until next time, let's get this money.